Welcome to the podcast. This is actually a continuation of the previous episode that I dropped. This is part 2. So we are continuing. Does God pray? And if He does, who does He pray to? Let's go to the Garden of Gethsemane before the crucifixion. Where did Jesus go? In Matthew 26, verse 39, He went a little further and fell on His face and prayed on His face on the ground like this, saying, "O my Father, if it is possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as you will." He has submitted his will to God. Who are these people that submit their will to God? And when they pray, they put their forehead on the ground. Go to a mosque, you'll actually see people putting their heads on the ground 5 times a day. When was the last time in your places of worship, the churches, when did you lastly put your heads on the ground? Is that a normal thing you actually do at your places of worship? I don't think so. And you still claim to follow Jesus Christ. Let's continue. In Hebrews chapter 5, verse 7, it says, "During the days of Jesus' life on earth, He offered up prayers and petitions with fervent cries and tears to one who could save Him from death." One who could save Him from death. Who is that one? The one true God. That is the one true God. Let's continue. In John chapter 11, verse 41 to 42. Then they took away the stone from the, this is talking about Lazarus, the one who died and Jesus revived him. Then they took away the stone from the place where the dead man was lying, and Jesus lifted up his eyes and said, "Father, I thank you that you have heard me, and I know that you always hear me. But because of the people who are standing by, I said this, that they may believe you sent me." You what? You sent me. Somebody who was sent, just like Moses, just like Muhammad, just like Abraham, just like David, just like Solomon. He was sent. This is what he's saying in that verse. Let's continue. In Matthew chapter 27, verse 46, Jesus, when he was on the cross, Jesus cried with a loud voice, saying, "Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani." That is to say, my God, why have you forsaken me?" He has a God. Can God have a God? Ask yourself that. You claim that He's your God. Can God have a God? I don't think so. If He has a God, that disqualifies Him as a God. There's only one true God. It's written in a book, one book. I'm not making these things up. What were the Israeli laws on a person who dies on the cross? What did they actually believe when somebody is said to have been hanged on a cross? Let's see in Deuteronomy chapter 21, verse 22 up to 23, 22, 23. "And if a man has committed a crime punishable by death, and he is put to death, and you hang him on a tree. His body shall not remain all night on the tree, but you shall bury him the same day. For a hanged man is cursed by God. Oh my God. A hanged man, just like you did on the cross. This is what it's saying. Do you believe this verse? It's written in your own book. Is your God cursed? Is your son of God cursed? It's actually saying this is the law they had actually in their whatever Israel. So tell me, why do you worship Jesus when the man himself is telling you to worship the one true God that you actually worship? We have seen in the verses. Why are you worshiping him? Ask yourself, because you have been brainwashed. Your mother introduced you to this, her mother introduced her to this. There has been a chain of reaction, of brainwashing that happened. So you actually found yourself in this situation, but your book is telling you something different. I know you will say, oh, Jesus said, before Abraham was I am. This is an ambiguous verse. I gave you clear verses here. Okay, he said, before Abraham was I am. What does that mean? When Moses met God at the mountain, when he was being given the 10 commandments, God said, I am who I am. So, I am who I am. That is God, okay? Jesus said, before Abraham was I am. So replace that I am with God, because we know I am who I am. From Moses, we know that was God talking. So with that, before Abraham, it will become was God. So God has existed. Before Abraham was I am. Before Abraham, who is this I am? I am who I am. I am who I am is God, the Father, the one true God, not Jesus. They brainwashed you to actually believe in these things, when in the real sense it does not mean that way. And it's actually ambiguous. It can mean many things. It can mean how I understood it. It can mean how they told you, which I believe is actually a lie. So let's continue. I actually want to finish it here. I want you to see something. Since we use technology a lot, let's use technology, put it to the test, and see what it knows. Like ChatGPT, I want you to download ChatGPT if you don't have it on your phone. And if you have it, I want you to write this question. Type in this question. Quote, do not even quote, just write in the question section in ChatGPT. Did Jesus ever claim to be God in the Bible? Give a yes or no answer. Just write that statement I just said. You'll be shocked what you will see there. ChatGPT will tell you what it will say. I want you to comment in the comment section. Show us what it has said in your ChatGPT. Exactly the way I have told you, vile nimekwambia. Did Jesus ever claim to be God in the Bible? Give a yes or no answer. Tell us what it says. So, on the day of judgment, what will Jesus say to you people that actually have made idols and believe in him as God himself? In Matthew chapter 7, verse 22 and 23, up to 23, he is saying, Jesus is talking now. Many will say to me on that day, the day of judgment, Lord, Lord, did we not prophesy in your name? Did we not drive out demons in your name? Did we not do mighty deeds in your name? Then I will declare to them solemnly, I never knew you. Depart from me, you evildoers. My God. What? Who are these people that prophesy in his name? Who do they call themselves? That is you, the Christian today. We don't prophesy in his name. We don't cast demons in his name. We don't do that. The only religion that does that is what? Christianity. He's telling you, he will deny you. I want you to follow the man. There is a religion that he submitted his will to the Lord, the one true God. But you actually want to make him God? How is that even possible? We have seen the evidence. So in our next episode, I want us to analyze the Bible. Is it actually the word of God as you have made to believe? You have made to believe? We will find out. That is in the next episode. Please share the video, subscribe to the channel, and like the video. With that said, peace be with you all.